Alright, what up tubers? This is Ray from Rayware Computers. It's 1996. If you've been failing at affiliate marketing, you're not alone. Allow me to guide you through all the mistakes I've made and how to recover from them. If you've been having problems getting your affiliate thing going, stop, put your best email right here in this little box at rwcweb.com. Okay, got the YouTube channel going, and I made this video. Probably should have made it in a series, basically how to do a private label rights product, okay? And they give you the website all pre-formatted, okay? And they give you one with no video, they give you one with the video, and if you remember the last video, and I'll leave a link up with it, okay? We will very easily uploaded this site, okay, through our Bluehost. We uploaded it on, okay, and we use the Bluehost file management system, okay. Now I highly recommend Bluehost, but a lot of these web hostings, if they don't have this back-end file management, it's kind of difficult sometimes to do the affiliate marketing if you're doing multiple things, okay. So here's my directory, RWC Web, okay, and of course it goes right here, okay. And if you look here, we made the subfolder of ClickBank, which is right here. Alright, now when we did it, and again, you watch that video. I don't want to waste too much time on it, on this video, because I want to show you how to finish it off, okay. We took this and we zipped it up, and let me make that a little biggie wiggy for you, okay. So we took these folders, we zipped it up, and then we very quickly uploaded it here with Bluehost. And we don't need any kind of FTP software or anything, because just as if this was on your computer, you could just right click on it and extract it, okay. Alright, and it's all in that video that I made. Now what I wanted to show you how to do, matter of fact, let me get rid of this, okay. Now this particular page right here is right on my desktop here, or excuse me, on my computer, okay. If you look up here, you can see it's on the computer. Alrighty, now this is on the computer, and you could do this without getting into making it too complicated, but you can actually do this, edit this folder, or this this index file, okay, with Notepad, and you'll see all the HTML code, okay. Now it looks overwhelming, but the way to narrow it down, what we want to do is we want to take this link, right, and you see where it says form code goes here. You can highlight that, copy it, okay, and then go back into the HTML. Okay, let me make this bigger, and you go into edit and find, or just press Control F. Now in my computer training back in the day, the computers weren't really as mouse savvy as everything is now, especially if you got touchscreen. These are all the shortcut keys, just to give you a quick tip, okay. So if I just hit Control F, this will come up, and I'm going to paste that code in there, because that's where we're looking for, okay. And it's telling you paste the code there. Now with that, what we're going to do, we're going to go back to, okay, in Aweber or anything that you use, and again I highly recommend Aweber and Bluehost. They're phenomenal. They've been around for a long time. I got links in the description, okay. Now in Aweber, when you do these forms like this, you can make them all fancy with these templates, but I would just suggest that you just use a basic form, okay. And of course, it's going to be another video on how to do this. I actually think I made it, a video on this already. I've been making so many of them. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is you want to customize these links. Okay, and that's just my form name, so that really nobody sees that, but you can put anything there that you want to identify it. Okay, you want to go to a custom page. Let me make this a little biggie wiggy for you guys. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to send them to a thank you page, which was already pre-formatted. It had a different name. I just renamed it. Okay, and because there's no links to it on the actual thing here. If you noticed that this doesn't have a form on it. In other words, they have to click here to download, and then it's going to load up that form. Okay, so we're going to see how it works. Let me pin this out of the way. Okay, so now we're going to do this in Notepad first. I'll show you before you don't have to do it. I recommend you do it on the computer and then upload it, but because Bluehost, okay, in their file management system, we can easily go in there. You see, we're in the subfolder that we made, ClickBank. Okay, we can easily go in there and edit this also right in here. Okay, now there's two kinds of HTML editor and just to edit. This is like an edit in Notepad. This is more of like the free tool that I showed you, the HTML editor. Okay, which is basically like a word processor. But what happens is if you got like these pre-formatted, I believe they made this in Wordbleeds or something like that. They don't always come up right, and like when I make the pages on an Aweber, and I edit it in the HTML editor, like the word processor type editor, they don't. Sometimes it messes up the code. So I highly recommend you doing it in like the Notepad type of setting. Okay, and this is actually a little bit better than the Notepad type of setting. Okay, I'll show you the difference in between the two of them. Okay, Notepad is now they have these Notepad++ that'll actually be like an actual HTML editor like this here, because you see how it's in different colors and so forth. So this is more like an HTML editor. So if you're more comfortable doing it there, but it basically works the same way. Okay, if I hold Control and I hit the letter F, it's going to give me my search, and then I'm going to search for it. Okay, so my codes go there. It tells me that it's only one. Okay, now it depends on where you're at on the page as well. So you want to make sure. I'll show you another trick. Like this is a long file you can see over here. If you hold Control and you hit the home button, okay, as long as you're on the page, you hold Control and you hit the home button, it takes you all the way home. Okay, so now this is only showing there as far as one. Okay, the actual website has a different button. Alright, so it might be in a different format, but we'll figure that out as we go. Okay, so now you're going to take your Aweber and you're going to make sure that you do both of these in your thank you page. Okay, and already a subscriber when you're doing this kind of stuff. Now when you say already a subscriber, which means if they signed up already, it's going to take them to a completely different page. Now I always found that makes things a little more complicated. Okay, now of course there's two ways you could do it. You can actually use it as a landing page. Alright, and it'll just come up like that, which is kind of bland. Okay, so you can use that for certain things. Okay, but we don't really want to do that. We're going to take the code, and I like to use the raw HTML. Alright, and we'll take it and it's going to highlight it. You right click on it and you copy it. Okay, then you go into your editing. Now it says code goes here, so we're going to want to highlight this. Okay, going to want to highlight that. Always delete it first so there's no disputing that you got rid of that. And then I'm just going to either Control V we'll right click and paste. Okay, so we're going to save changes. Alright, and this is the one that's actually on the website. So we're going to refresh. Okay. And again, you could do this on the computer, but I would suggest it more that you do it on here. So let's see how it worked. Damn, okay, and then they got the code. Now again, you can make that more fancy and everything, but for the sake of this video, I just want to show you how it works. Okay, and then after you do that, what's going to happen is, you're going to go right to the thank you page. Okay, so you're going to always want to make sure that you edit these properly, and it's really a dynamic thing. I mean, to just upload this, from these files here, okay, and just upload it, unzip it. Okay, and again, we're on the Bluehost. We're using Aweber. All right, it's pretty great because especially if you're not a webmaster like me personally, even to make one of these from scratch like this, it's going to take me at least a couple hours. If I do it from scratch and I have to come up with all this information and everything, it could take a couple hours, but I've been doing it for such a long time. Okay, so this is Ray from Rayware Computers since 1996. If you've been failing at affiliate marketing, you're not alone. Allow me to guide you through all the mistakes I've made and how to recover from them. If you're having problems getting your affiliate thing going, stop with your best email in the box below at rwcweb.com.